and gentlemen. We're on the side of Snakes Pass, and we're going to go to the old bothy or shepherd's hut, shall we want to call it, whatever. I'm with the daft dog today. It's slippery as hell on foot, and so I've got my wellies on. I'm so glad I've got them on. Right, this is cool, isn't it? It's been a while since I've came here. It's a bit windy, so I'm in a bit of a sheltered area at the moment. It's a bit windy. I wouldn't say it was super cold. I'm bloody roasting here. Mind you, I've got a thick coat on. Yeah, the bothy for a change. Not going for a wild camp. Not yet. Just a wee walk with the dog, just to get her out, and she's loving it, bless her, look. Here she is, look. But yeah, it's like this everywhere. Squash, squash, squash. So, do I wear my boots? Do I wear my wellies? And I thought, hold on a minute. Wear your wellies, going to be a knob. So, anyway, folks, I'm about probably a good 3/4 of a mile away yet. So when I get to the wee bothy thing, I'll get my tea. Got to do a couple of reviewy things on a couple of cheap cheap temu torches that I've been given. So I'll put the things on review as such on that. Hey up folks, welcome back. I've had my din-dins now and stuff, and I've had to move because there's no light in that on that side, it's all here. So I said I'll do a review on two torches from Temu. Now, don't expect high expectations, folks, because they're not exactly brilliant. They're not exactly bad. There are some good things. Now, they're both rechargeable by USB-C. This one's probably, I don't know, about the same length, and it's give and take, I don't know. About 4 inches, 3.5 inches, 4 inches maximum each. They're not that far, about 4 inches ish. This one's about 1 inch wide, this one 2 inches wide. So that's got, I'll do one at a time. Let's not confuse things, we'll do one at a time. Now, before I tell you the price, let me give you the specs. I don't know a great deal about them, to be quite honest, because unfortunately they were given to me. I didn't buy them, but I do know the prices roughly. Now this does hang on. They are, like I say, rechargeable by USB-C. I don't think you can open them at all. They are made with very tacky plastic, I'm sorry to say they are. These are about, I don't know. This is good for, this has, I don't know whether you can see that. So you can adjust the beam on these. This one has 3 settings. I think the highest setting's about 150 lumens. The next one's about 100 or 50ish, something like that. And then it has a flash, and then it's off. So high, this is medium, flash, off. High, low, flash, off. That's all that does. But like I say, you can adjust it from this. Ta-da. So like I say, it's just a torch. It's just a torch. That's all it is. It's got a little button here. I'm not sure whether it tells you the battery indicator or out like that. I can't remember how long it takes to charge. I think it's about 2 hours, give and take. I think. Don't quote me on that. Now, I'll give you the price. Now, it isn't, like I say, the best built thing. If you drop it or drive over it or something, you're going to break it. It is ideal, you know, it is what it is, but I'll give you the price. That costs £1.75. £1.75 for a torch that would last you, I think it's an hour with this one. For 150 lumens, which in the grand scheme of things is nothing. Which is really nothing, to be quite fair, but it's a torch, and it's £1.75. Beat that. It is a Cree torch, however, ladies and gents. So, it is what it is. That's it. £1.75. Not bad, eh? For £1.75. Wouldn't go out and buy one myself. And then there's this one here. Now, this one's got, that's only got one single LED in it, or Cree bulb. This one has 4. It's a lot wider, and this one's small in your hand. This one's massive in your hand, but this also has got more settings. This has a battery indicator, it has a cob light, and it also again has 3 settings, so high, medium, low, flashy, cob, off. Now, you would expect this being 4 Cree bulbs, it would be supersonic compared to that, but it's not. It is brighter, but not humongous. You're probably looking at 200 lumens. Now, I have walked the dog with this on its highest setting, and it only lasted a half an hour. Again, it's made with really tacky plastic, you know, it's not going to market. It's not. Jesse, calm, lie down. Bloody dogs. Who would have them? It comes with a lanyardy thing. The cob lighting's all right. You know, it is what it is. But again, it's 200 lumens. You get a battery indicator, you get a switch, you get a cob, and it, again, this is chargeable. You can't undo it. You can't put batteries or anything like that, and it is just purely rechargeable by USB-C. Now, that did have a cover. This other one did have a cover on it. It fell off. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, they are. I don't think these two are waterproof or anything like that. I think it is just. It is what it is. But again, I think this one was £3 or just a tad under, £2.97 or something like that. So for a torch of that price, you can't really go wrong. Would I really rely on them for wild camping and stuff like that? No, I wouldn't. I really wouldn't, folks. But, you know, for somebody who wants one around the house, ta-da! Ideal. Or one for your kids. So again, yeah, that's it. Really, just them 2 little torches. Nothing amazing about them. The only good thing about them is the price. They only want what? Oh, let me lift you up a bit more. The only good thing about them is the price. You know, pair of them are just over a £5. So, but they don't last very long. And this is the problem with the torches when folks buy torches, folks. They get seduced by lumens. Oh wow, 40,000 lumens. Oh wow, 10,000 lumens. Oh, and actually, in fact, when you look at the specs, it only has what, I don't know, that amount for what, a minute, or that amount for seconds, and that's no good, is it? Because that's kind of like false advertisement, because it don't really go up to that. It does, but it only lasts for really seconds. So that's what people do, get caught up in that trap. So just be very wary if you're looking on the internet and you're looking at torches, shall we say, or whether it be a hand torch, or whether it be a head torch, or whether it be whatever you're looking at, and you're looking at something that's either brighter or have an idea in your head. Now, to roughly give you a little bit of advice, if you are a runner, say, you would probably need some around about the 400, 500 lumens. Now, if we're going on whether you want a spot or whether you want a spread, I think that's a personal thing, personally, so I can't really give you any advice on that. The only advice I can tell you is if you look for 400, 500 lumens, head torch or hand torch, whatever it is you're using, check how long it lasts on 400 to 500 lumens, because if it only lasts 10 minutes on that, then most people don't go out just for 10 minutes, do they? So it's kind of irrelevant, but you might sometimes pay an extra tenner and stuff and get something that lasts a lot longer. If you are somebody who's like a, how can I put this, a group camper or party goer or something like that, like scouts or Girl Guides or things like that, you know, that's what I'm talking about, the groups. You can get away with like a 200 lumens head torch, and they're cheaper. They can pick them up for 20, but again, 20 quid for a 200, 300 lumen head torch is nothing really. I mean, it's still a lot of money, but it's and what battery size you're going to use? You're probably, unless it's a new fancy fangle dangle torch that's purely chargeable, on a 200, 300, well, 200 lumens upwards to about 600, you can get away. They'll probably be AAA batteries or AA batteries. Anything bigger than that, wanting like 1,000 lumens and stuff like that, you're going to need, you're probably going to want to 8150 batteries and above there to get the power output out of them. But again, it doesn't matter what you look at, it, ladies and gents. Look at the specs. Here's an advice. If you look on the internet and you find a torch, especially on like Amazon, Temu, eBay, look down and see if it tells you the specs and see how long it lasts for on its top high settings. Because some don't. Some will only give you, oh, it lasts for 24 hours on its lowest settings. Well, who's going to buy a torch and use it on its lowest settings? You're not going to buy £1,000 lumen torch and use it at its lowest setting. Folks just don't do that, do they? So if it doesn't tell you, it doesn't want to tell you, that means it's rubbish. Don't buy. Stick to the biggest brands. Go and have a look. Go and look at Phoenix, Olight, Night Searcher, Night Core. If you have a look at their ones, ladies and gents, they will give you some idea of how long you will get roughly out of batteries. So the more lumens you've got, the less battery power you'll more power you'll need, but generally don't last as long as. It's a rule of thumb. So that's what I thought. Anyway, that's my opinion. What else? Oh, if you were a wild camper or a mountain biker and stuff like that, granted again, wild campers, you can get away with about a 500 lumen torch. I've got several thousand ones and I never lose them on the size settings. If I was a mountain biker though, and I wanted to use my head torch, I'd want something by 1,000 lumens upwards. But I'd want it to be 1,000 lumens for about 3 hours. So you will pay a price. You'll pay a hell of a premium to get that kind of power output for 1,000 lumens. I've got one in my bag now. I think 1,000 lumens is, I think it's the Night Core HC65 V2, and I think on its high settings, which is 1500, you get an hour, and I think it's about 3 hours on 1,000 lumens, I think. But then I've got others at home. I've got another one, another Night Core, the HU2000, on 1,000 lumens. That'll last for 9 hours. But that uses a battery pack, not just normal size batteries. And my other one, I can't remember, my X-Tar Wide Boy, sorry. That'll last for 1,000 lumens on for about 3 hours, I think it is, something different like that. I might be wrong there. I can't remember that looking. So there is torches out there, but you'll pay a hell of a premium. But again, be wary when you're buying off a Temu and Amazon, because they're not what they say they are. If it looks too good to be true, where they're saying you can get 10,000 lumens, that'll last you 24 hours, and it's a fibre, it's too good to be true, ladies and gents. Don't listen to it. It's false. So that's just a bit of advice. My advice for you. Can you still hear the wind? It's awesome up here. Absolutely. I love it coming at you. Solitude. It's one of these places that you can just sit and chill and ponder your life away. I'm sat here looking through and I've not seen a soul for hours. Well, for about an hour since I've been here. I'm going to pack up now and go home anyway. Only came up to walk the dog. Just the pants. Like I say, folks, keep on watching my videos. I will be putting some others back up again. I will be going wild camping again. And so on and so on. So thanks for watching. Keep on wild camping. Catch up with my next one. Ciao now.